9 p.m. and today's time to English New Edition. For tonight headlines, we have welcome to our newsroom. Under the patronage of His Excellency Ismail Ibrahim Roble, Minister of Budget, a workshop on public finance statistics was inaugurated this morning at the palace, at the People's Palace, and a workshop on public finance statistics was inaugurated this morning at the People's Palace in Djibouti. This major event, which will run until August 29, marks an important step in the Djiboutian government's strives to improve its public finance management. The main objective of the workshop is to strengthen national capacity in the production, analysis, and use of public financial data. This initiative is part of a broader approach aimed at optimizing the country's economic governance. The event brought together senior executives from various departments of the Ministry of Budget. Prominent participants included Mohammed Musa Roble, Director of General Tax Administration, as well as key representatives from the Tax and Customs Department. Over the next few days, participants will address a number of crucial themes, including improving financial data collections method, harmonizations of methodology used in different departments, optimizing the disseminations of public finance statistics. This initiative reflects the Djibouti government's determination to modernize its financial management practices. By strengthening the quality and reliability of statistical data, the authorities hope to be able to make more informed decisions and improve transparency in the management of public funds. For his part, the Minister of Budget said that the workshop represents a unique opportunity for the Budget Ministry's executives to share experiences, identify common challenges, and propose innovative solutions to improve the management of the country's public finances at a time when good economic governance is more than ever a crucial issue for development. This initiative could well mark a turning point in the way Djibouti manages its financial resources. On a working mission in Egypt, the Minister of Energy in charge of natural resources, His Excellency Yunus Ali Gedi, was received yesterday, Saturday, August 24, 2024, in Cairo, the capital of Egypt, by the new Egyptian Minister of Electricity and Renewable Energy, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Mustafa Esmat, surrounded by his closest collaborator. The meeting took place in the presence of the Ambassador of the Arab Republic of Egypt and representative to the League of Arab States, His Excellency Ahmed Ali Barre, the Minister Technical Advisor Mahdi Waberi Hassan, and Abbas Aden Ataye, and the Director of Energy Guled Muhammad Jama. Discussions between the two ministers focused on the excellences of quality and of existing bilateral relations of friendship and cooperation between the two brotherly and friendly countries, as well as ways and means of further strengthening them, particularly in the electricity and renewable energy sectors. The talks also focused on the possibility of Egyptian energy groups operating in Djibouti and exploring joint projects in the field of renewable energies, more specifically the electrification of villages remote from the national electricity grid through the installations of solar mini power stations. Under the terms of the law number 28 and 086 Pillar Consumers Protection, the sale of out-of-date, counterfeit, falsified, or unregulated product is strictly prohibited. This legislation, which is fundamental to the safety and well-being of citizens, provides a rigorous framework for commercial practices in order to prevent fraud and guarantee the quality of goods offered for sale on the national market. The Minister of Commerce and Tourism recently reminded economic operators of this legal obligation, asking them to comply with the tax enforcers. The latter must inform consumers clearly and transparently about the characteristics of the product they offer. This involves appropriate marking, detailed labeling, and visible display to ensure that all consumers have the information they need to make informed choice. These information include, among other things, the price, special canvas, and the ministry insisted that on the importance of the product until they purchase it. The Association for the Development of Avocado organized this Saturday, August 28, 2024, a closing ceremony for the project to promote the fight against violence against women in order to strengthen the promotions and of education and combat school dropout among young girls. The event took place at the Obok Regional Councils in the presence of adult President Ibrahim Mohammed Ibrahim, the Obok Regional Council representative, the Obok CM Hatch Mother Child Health Focal Points, as well as representatives of the Gendarmerie Police, young beneficiaries of the GB Gender-Based Violence and Female Genital Mutilation Training Ceremony. This ceremony is part of the support for civil society involvement in the local development process project financed by USAID and implemented by the American NGO, the Kaizen Company, under Component 3, which it aims to promote the socio-economic impact on gender-based violence. During the ceremony, numerous highlighting the ceremony closed with the presentations of the certificate and on Thursday, August 2024, the association Miroir de la Jeunesse Adailou closed the 27th edition of its summer activities, marking the end of a month of intense activity. This summer activity, organized in collaboration with the State Secretariat for Sport, brought together several hundred young people from several localities in the region in a convivial and sporting atmosphere that united young people and strengthening social cohesion. The closing day began in the mornings with the endurance event and was also marked by the final of the volleyball. The tournament was marked by many spectators, and the end of this edition is a memorable evening. The president of the association, in his speech, declared that these summer activities are not only an opportunity for entertainment, but also a privileged moment for strengthening social ties and encouraging the development of young people. For the international scene, nearly 200 migrants were rescued in the central Mediterranean on Friday. The NGO Médecins Sans Frontières, after 4 days adrift at sea following an engine failure on their boat, these people were spotted by the Sans Frontières vessels GeoBarent. These were 191 people aboard the makeshift boat. A total of 191 were fished out of the waters. The migrants were taken out by Italian port of Salerno. Gaza fishermen risk their lives to feed Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. People are now relying on fishermen to provide them with food. More than 4,000 fishermen braved the restrictions imposed on them by Israel in the Mediterranean today, up supplying fresh fish to 2.2 million starving Palestinians is a risky business. The other side of the war, many fishermen have reported that the space they have to fish is extremely limited, and that there is a risk that Israeli ships will approach them and kill them at any moment. During the first week of the war on Gaza, Israeli occupation forces bombarded fishing ports in all Gaza Strip governorate, destroying most fishing boats. Fishing was halted for fears of being targeted by Israeli with every major war and escalations. Bangladesh, almost 300,000 people in shelters after floods nearly have been nearly 300,000 people in Bangladesh have been forced to take refuge in the emergency shelter to escape floodings in the Southeast Asian country, which has just experienced a political earthquake, according to emergency official. Floods triggered by heavy monsoon rains in Bangladesh and India have killed at least 42 people since the start of the week and forced almost 300,000 people to take refuge in makeshift shelters, according to emergency officials. Low-lying countries, Bangladesh population is 170 million, is crisscrossed by hundreds of rivers, and much of its territory is made up of the delta of the great Himalayan rivers, the Ganges and the Brahmaputra. In Egypt, building materials made for plastic waste. An Egyptian company manufactured building ties for plastic waste. The aim is to make the construction sectors more environmentally friendly. The company is Thai Greens, a 3 years old Egyptian startup whose founders have developed a new technology for transforming old pieces of plastics into the cement-free tiles. And this is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.